For the Stockbridge Indians, Keith Ecker with 2. Zach Wolfel, number 12, had a great first half with 4 3-pointers and 11 points. Make that 3 3-pointers. Jeffers with 6. Cliff with 5. For the Eagles, Tyler Minert with 2. Brady Oddie 4. Stecker with 6. Rasmussen 3. Wilkie 2. And Eddie Windsor 8. It will be Eagle ball coming out of the gates here. Josh Stecker will take it at half court. No pressure applied by Stockbridge. They'll go into a 2-3 zone to start the half. Let's see how the Eagles respond to a zone. There'll be a little backdoor pass to Stecker. Overshot it. No good. Rebound Stockbridge. Wolfel brings the ball up the court. Still up point. Looks low and stolen by Caleb Kelly. Just a telegraph pass on the floor. Kelly gets the ball. Got to be careful not to travel. Gets it to Brady Oddie. Oddie, quick pass down to Stecker. He pops it back out to Caleb Kelly. Swing pass over in the corner. Back to the top, Caleb Kelly. Swing left to Josh Stecker. Penetrates to the top of the key. Pulls up with a nice looking shot by Stecker. 37-24 Eagles. Stockbridge bringing the ball down the court. Ecker, nowhere to go. Double teamed off the feet of Ecker and out of bounds. Eagle ball. We have a backcourt starting here. Starting lineups for the Eagles coming out of into the second half. We have Brady Oddie, Graham Vervelde, Caleb Kelly, Eddie Windsor, and Josh Stecker. Short shot from 18 feet from Graham Vervelde, but the Eagles maintain possession into the corner to Josh Stecker. Quick pass down into Eddie Windsor, who posts up and scores.
Now number 10, 39-24.
Yeah, number 10 Ecker, 5'10" against 6'4" Windsor. That was a mismatch. And Mr. Do-It-All Wolfel, number 12, pops a pass right off his teammate's hand and out of bounds. Eagles ball. Trying to get back into the game. Looks like Stockbridge is going to apply a little full court pressure. Eagles with it, break it easily, come across half court. Graham Vervelde all the way down to Josh Stecker and just gets a piece of his shot. Number 15, Cliff, to the task on just a little bit of a deflection, and it's Eagle ball. Jeffers with the foul. Eagle ball. Inbound to Eddie Windsor, up top to Brady Oddie, over to Graham Vervelde, swings it into the corner to the right to Caleb Kelly. Kelly over to some good swing passes by the Eagles. Get it down low to Eddie Windsor. He's double teamed, puts it up, runs away from his shot, did not square up and follow a shot, and is no good. Coach Flipsy talking to Caleb Kelly on the sideline as Stockbridge is ready to inbound the pass. 6:17 left to go in the third quarter. Eagles up 39-24. Looked like a travel there on Wolfel. Gets the ball to Jeffers. Jeffers out to Burns. Burns gets the ball to Ecker. Ecker puts up a shot, fades away, no good. Eagles on the break. 3-on-3. Graham Vervelde pulls it back out to Stecker from the wing for 3, no good. But somehow Caleb Kelly keeps the ball in bounds, gives it right back to Stecker for 2 points. And another steal by the Eagles. Ball's loose at midcourt, and just when we thought that Oddie was going to keep it, Wolfel steals the ball but goes over and back. It'll be Eagles ball at half court. Timeout, 5:39 to go. Full timeout by coach of the Stockbridge Indians. 41-24 Eagles. Reyero? What's up, man?
Well, I would like to remind everybody that we are broadcasting all of our stats through our Twitter, and then later on, for the last fourth quarter, we're going to have stats for.
Get them to you throughout this quarter. Just want to remind fans that normally listen or watch the Eagles either via Facebook or live, you might notice that the big redhead for the Eagles, Ben Andringa, has not been in the game tonight. He has a shoulder injury where he has suffered just in the last few days and is actually taking stats with Coach Flipsy on the bench tonight. He's resting that shoulder. He's in therapy and out indefinitely for right now for the Eagles. So that big post presence not there for him to help Eddie Windsor. But who is there to help is Graham Vervelde. Nice play. Graham Vervelde with 2 points on the drive.
Oh, extremely fast, Brady.
Brady Oddie steals the ball at half court. People are on the floor. Both teams, Ecker and Oddie. What a matchup between those two guys. The two little guys, the quick guys for each team on the floor. Nice hustle. Eagle ball underneath.
I think that's the kind of fight that Coach Flipsy wants to see in his players.
We have an extreme no call by the officials where number 24, Neuschardt, jumped up on a fake, landed on the back of an Eagle player, and there was actually no call. Kelly for 3. Shot is up, shot is good, and a foul. A 4-point possible play for Caleb Kelly. Eckert with the foul, and that's his 3rd foul. Both he and Wolfel are a little bit in foul trouble coming out of the gates here.
And very quickly, our Eagles are moving 46-24.
They're pulling away because of some hustle, turnovers especially by the opposing team, but caused by the Eagles' hustle. Just want to let you know that Caleb Kelly just made his free throw and completes a very rare 4-point play. Pretty cool. James Rasmussen coming to give Caleb Kelly a well-deserved break. Side out of bounds for Stockbridge. They'll inbound the ball to Ecker. Ecker goes around a screen, pops it in the corner to Wolfel. Another 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, Josh Stecker, taking it all the way down. 1-on-4, offensive foul. Not a good decision by Josh Stecker. He had no one to pass to and held their ground. That is, Stockbridge held their ground and got the offensive foul.
Wolfel's cooling down a bit.
Yeah, he's our stats man, Mr. Velthorst, noticing that Wolfel's kind of off his game compared to the first half. Another 3-point pointer put up errantly by Stockbridge, no good. This is becoming kind of a bomb session right now from the outside for Stockbridge. Eagles inbounds.
Well, actually, Coach, there's no much height on the Stockbridge team. I mean, Mr. Wolfel is the one with the highest.
Yeah, only 2 guys at 6'1".
Yeah.
That's only an inch taller than Coach Vanderpool, and that's not that tall. They're athletic, but they're undisciplined. Eagles inbound the ball. Nice play to Rasmussen, who pops it out to Stecker. Short on the 18-footer, just inside the line, no good. Wolfel brings the ball up the court, off his own foot, no good. Here comes Rasmussen, 3-on-2. Over to the right to Stecker. Picture perfect 3-on-2 fast break lay-in. Josh Stecker, who's starting to accumulate some points here.
But once again, I mean, I want to emphasize how fast Graham Vivaldi's hands are. I mean, he's always there.
Offense and defense. His hands are moving.
Very true.
Causing a lot of turnovers, and that helps the Eagles tonight. 49-24. A 25-point lead, just like that for the Eagles. 3:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. You talk about quite a quarter here. With 3:54 to go, halfway through this quarter, Fernando, the Stockbridge Indians have not yet scored.
That's very true.
Oh, long lob pass underneath the Stockbridge. No good, out of bounds. Eagle ball. James Rasmussen with Joe Wilkie bringing the ball up in the backcourt. Over the half line to Graham Vervelde. Vervelde pops it left for a three-pointer by Josh Stecker off the side of the rim. No good, but Windsor cleans it up with another garbage shot. The big guy, 6'4", Eddie Windsor, with just a nice little 4-footer.
I think this is the perfect game for Eddie. I mean, he doesn't have competition right there in the paint.
That's right. He doesn't have the big matchup, so he just cleans up the garbage. Here's another turnover by Stockbridge. Goes the distance as Graham Vervelde goes the distance for a lay-in. Eagles up 53-24. Coach of Stockbridge folding his arms just in dismay, not sure what's happening, shell-shocked. Stockbridge with the ball. Under their hoop, they're stuck. Pop it out to Burns. Burns puts up a shot, no good.
Coach, is it time to start moving the bench and getting some players
We're getting there. You know, with the third period to go here, our starters are doing pretty well. I think Coach Flipsy's hanging on just a little longer, but it won't be long. We're going to start seeing maybe one or two guys at a time. Mm-hmm. And our first guy off the bench is the workhorse Tyler Meinert, the dairy farmer. Whenever you get a dairy farmer out there, you know we're going to have a physical matchup. For those of you in the crowd who might be a little embarrassed, again, 41 years old. This is my first time doing play-by-play. A boyhood dream of mine coming true tonight at Sheboygan County Christian High School. Really having a lot of fun. How about you guys? John, they want to hear your voice. Velthorst. Our journalism made major to be. John.
With a lot of threes, and we were missing a lot. We were 0 for 6 by the halftime. But afterwards, we've hit a few, and we've concentrated a lot on getting the ball into Eddie Windsor, and I think that's been the key to our success.
Good to note, especially in this third period, John. Excellent observation that the Eagles aren't just depending on the three. They are also feeding it into the big guy, Windsor. .245 left in the third period. Eagles are up 53-24.
And we're getting more stats from the bench.
They're mostly individual stats, but we're going to try to make it work here. So far in this quarter, here's the stat of the night. 18-0 run in the third quarter by the Sheboygan County Christian Eagles. 18 points to none in this quarter alone. Stockbridge with a new point man right now. Cliff brings the ball up to point. Passes it in the corner to 20. Burns, who just gets the pass back off to Eckert. Eckert with a shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. No good. Rebound, Eddie Windsor.
And great block.
Make that Meinert. Yeah, nice block.
Yeah.
Down to Stecker. Out to Rasmussen. Goes into Vervelde, who's a little bit far out. Sweeps up a shot. No good. Stockbridge with the ball. Cliff brings the ball down the court. The 6'1" forward doing most of the ball handling now. And the Eagles know he's not a guard, so they're going after him. And he causes a turnover. A normal low post man now starting to take the ball up to relieve Wolfel, who's out of the game right now. That's probably why they're doing it, Ray. They don't have Wolfel to take the ball up.
I mean, notice that Wolfel has been playing very hard all game long, and right now, I mean, they don't have a very big bench. So, I mean,
Tyler Meinert for two. Yeah, you can't pin your whole team on one guy, and they're noticing that right now. Tyler Meinert with a nice shot off of a turnover, and we have a double team. Rasmussen and Graham Vervelde cause it 2-on-1. Vervelde off the left side, no good, but a follow by Josh Stecker. Cleans up the glass with a little Windex and 2 points. Coming back down the other way. Hey, we got a turnaround jumper by Nershard. Good. 8 feet out for Nershard. His first 2 points of the game. Joe Wilkie with the ball, passes it back out to the three-point line to Stecker. Stecker with the ball, left side, gets it up top to Vervelde, back down to the left side to Stecker, back to Vervelde to the point. Now they're going to pull it out, that is the Eagles, a little bit, slow down the pace, run the offense. Stecker to Vervelde, to the corner, to Rasmussen for 3. Good. 3-point shot by James Rasmussen. And folks, the three of us up here have noticed when the Eagles run the offense through at least one time, they're much better positioned to shoot a 3.
And notice that Thad Cooley's is about to enter.
So we're going to start to see some fresh faces for the Eagles. 3-pointer by Stockbridge, air ball. Air ball by Burns. Timeout. Stockbridge. No, that's just an official's timeout, sorry.
So
Got some substitution.
59-26 for the Eagles.
59-26 Eagles over Stockbridge. We have Thad Koulis, number 21, in.
And 25 seconds to go.
Just about wrapping it up here in the third quarter. Rasmussen up at the top, swings it over to Stecker. Stecker takes a look at the clock, slows it down, back to Rasmussen. We're just pulling it out, kind of the old UCLA four corners right now. And they decide to penetrate, give us to Wilkie, who pops it back out to Stecker. No good for three. Stecker goes and gets his own shot. Makes a wild swing toward the hoop from about 40 or 50 feet out. Baseball over his head, off balance at the buzzer, and catches a little glass. So at the end of three,
59-26.
Wow, what a run by the Eagles. We'll get the unofficial stats, but it looks like it was a 21-2 period for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's right.
Anybody in the crowd who might be paying attention to Facebook, raise your hand. 15-second delay. Deb's got it. Deb's got it out. Did you know she's got it? I couldn't believe this. That's awesome. Actually, the official stats just sent in by Nick Steenwyk note that the Eagles had a 24-2 third period. 24 points scored by the Eagles. Clamped down a little bit on defense, caused all kinds of problems for Stockbridge, and you can tell on the face of their leader, their senior leader, Wolfel, they just don't know what hit them. Again, Stockbridge had pulled within one before halftime. Now just struggling to stay in the game. Cliff over to Ecker. Back to Cliff. Over to Burns. Burns to Wolfel for a long three. No good. And he does not follow a shot. Koulis gets the ball up to Caleb Kelly for a 2-point lay-in. Nice play by Thad Koulis to spot Kelly.
I'm waiting for Kelly to do his first dunk. He has promised a dunk already, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if he can get a little open, he may do a little dipsy-do, but I don't see a dunk in his future. Oh, what a beautiful pass to the Austin Black, number 22, just came into the game, was the recipient of a beautiful no-look pass. Eagles pulling away, 63-26. Now we have Stockbridge running the weave up top against the Eagles. Running the same offense as the Eagles right now, but we'll see how well they do. Cliff with a pull-up, not square to the hoop. 15-footer, no good. Rebound. Thad Koulis just gets it over to Rasmussen, who goes to the corner to Caleb Kelly. Looks inside to the big guy, Austin Black. Turnaround jumper, no good. Off Black. Eagles, that is.
And Mr. Parsons, Daniel Parsons is coming in.
I'm looking at the time here, the actual time, and it's 7:52 p.m. It is a school night, and I want to remind my son, Darren Vanderpaul, that he has 8 minutes to get in bed. Make sure you brush your teeth, treat your mom well, give her a kiss, and she'll give you a kiss for me, and I'll see you when I get home. Darren, get to bed. It's been good. I'm glad you've been able to watch tonight at home in Oostburg with the other fans. Have a good evening. Wolfel with another long three. No good. He's starting to really cool off, and he right now just looks like he's just kind of playing street ball. He's kind of given up. We have Dan Parsons into the game, Joe Wilkie, Thad Koulis, Austin Black, and Caleb Kelly still handling the ball for the Eagles. Thad Koulis on the left side swings it pass over to Dan Parsons. Gets it into the post, Austin Black, a little too strong on the shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. And Cliff with the rebound for the Indians. Casey Cliff bringing the ball down. They're not in a hurry. They're going to try setting something up. New into the game is Peter Birschbach for the Indians. Birschbach. Shot goes up by Wolfel. Gets enough body to get a foul And that's Thad Koulis' first foul, sending Zach Wolfel to the line for 2. Wolfel's first shot goes up, and it is no good. He'll get one more. Caleb Kelly gets the rest of the evening off.
And Mr. Sider comes in.
Yes, Matt Sider comes in, the junior. No, excuse me, the senior.
Senior, number 30.
So Matt Sider in. And we've got quite a crew here. We've got the second string of the Eagles in right now. Let's see if they can maintain the good play that's happened so far in the second half. Cliff with the ball, pulls back for 3, and nails it for Stockbridge. That was a pretty shot by Casey Cliff, number 15 of Stockbridge. Joe Wilkie brings the ball down, brings it to Dan Parsons. His feet move before he can put the ball on the floor, and that's what we call in the basketball world a travel. Turnover Eagles. 5:16 left to go in the fourth quarter here at Christian High. Wolfel with the ball. Number 12, nice athlete, goes to the hoop. And they're going to give him the continuation. He goes between 2 Eagles. A little hard to see with the obstructed view I have here, but he goes through 2 Eagles and just threads the needle, gets the contact, and gets the foul. Wolfel at the line for the bonus. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound Eagles. Here comes Thad Koulis. All the way down to Joe Wilkie. Another travel by the Eagles. They're just getting a little too excited here. If I could shout down to them, I'd say just settle down a little bit, Eagles. It's going to be okay.
I think it's great that Coach Flips is giving minutes to these guys. I think they need the practice. They need this experience.
A lot of minutes. That's great at this stage of the season. Still early in the first half of the season, so they can have something under their belt. Swings it in Stockbridge over to Cliff on the right-hand side. He has nowhere to go. Gives it over to Ecker. Ecker, double-teamed. Nice play by Matt Sider to tie him up for the jump ball. Good play by the number 30, the junior, Matt Sider. Just goes in, puts both hands on it, says, I'm going to get a jump ball out of the deal. Possession Eagles. Mm-hmm. I think I said Chad Black. That'd be a Freudian slip. That's his dad. Board president at Christian High. This would be Austin Black, the younger. Puts up his first one, rattles it in. The big guy, Austin Black, with his first points of the night. Austin puts up the second shot. Off the back iron. No good. 64-31. 4.5 minutes to go. Eagles ahead. Little pullback by Wolfel is short. Gets his own rebound, goes up, short again, and it's batted out of bounds. Thanks, Darren, and I'll see you in the morning as well. Okay, we're back to action here. We have Thad Koulis going to inbounds to Joe Wilkie. Quiet here in the gym tonight. Not too many fans on this non-conference game, but it's been a big Eagles rout here in the second half. And now we have Mr. Tyler Meinert cleaning up his own shot, putting it up and in. Tyler puts it 66-31 Eagles. And Mr. Wolfel trying to direct himself through traffic. Looks like we have a foul on Dan Parsons. Didn't move his feet, and Mr. Wolfel took advantage of it. Coach Flipsy still encouraging his players from the sideline. It's been a quiet night for the coach. Wolfel goes in for the shot, no good. Here come the Eagles, and what a pass by Joe Wilkie to Thad Koulis. Threads it, no look for 2 points for Koulis. What a play.
That is a sniper.
That's a sniper, and that's a sweet sniper. Still recovering from that play. I'm a little behind here, so we're going to set it up out of bounds. Casey Cliff going to take it out for the Indians. Puts in the backcourt to Ecker. Ecker brings it across half court. Looks left, goes left to a new guy in the game. Number 25, Ben Van Os. And it looks like Nurshart throws it out of bounds. But a hand of the Eagles get on it, so it's going to be Stockbridge ball. Ecker taking it out of bounds. Cliff for 3. Good. Boy, he's got the stroke that Wolfel had in the first half. And he's putting it out there from about 23 feet away. 68-34. Eagles, 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go left in the game. Thanks to our stats in the stand man, Nick Steenwijk, for an update. Ecker, the guard, goes up in traffic, tries to put it up. Looked like a clean block from Parsons or Kulis, but enough to get a foul, and going to the line is Ecker.
Ecker shooting 2.
Scoring update for the Eagles. Minert with 6, Audi with 4. Stecker finished the game, who's out right now with 14. And we'll update you more when the game is over for some more official stats. But right now, the leading scorer for the Eagles is Caleb Kelly with 16, followed closely by Stecker and Windsor with 14 and 12, respectively. Swing pass over to the right to Parsons. Parsons back up to Thad Kulis for 3, off the front rim, no good. And it looks like an over the back on Minert. Either way, it's a foul on the Eagles, and it's going to be Stockbridge ball. Yeah, over the back on Tyler Minert. His second foul. We're going to finish the game at the line. For every foul that the Eagles commit in this last 2 minutes, Stockbridge will go to the line. And going to the line is number 24, Kevin Nurshart. Nurshart with a little bit of an unorthodox stance. Body not too square, but puts up the ball, and his first shot is no good. So the bonus does not pay off for Nurshart. Here comes Thad Kulis bringing down the ball to Austin Black. Black over to Parsons. Parsons with a bounce pass down low. Quadruple teamed is Minert and still puts it in. 4 Black players. That is the Indians on him, and he still puts it in. You got to love that Dairyman attitude.
Wow, he's tough.
He's tough. He pulls calves, or pulls calves. Okay, and here comes off the loose ball. Darren Parsons with the lay-in, no good. Van Os with the rebound, stolen by Kulis. Van Os
Stolen back,
and back to Parsons, who puts up a first 3 of the year for Parsons, and no good. Then we got to scramble on the floor. We got some guys going all over the place here. Jump ball. Austin Black got enough of it with Nurshart to tie it up. Possession, Stockbridge.
it was almost a scrimmage line.
Oh man, it was hard to follow that one. We got another young man in the ball game for Stockbridge. Back into the game is number 20, Jordan Burns. He'll help Mr. Eckert take the ball up the court. Burns back to Eckert. Eckert's going to dribble across half court. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go here. Eckert over to number 32, Birschbach. Back to Burns. Burns to Van Os. Van Os gets it stolen. Thad Kulis coming back down the court. Austin Black surveys, a little too far out to shoot, gives it back to Kulis. Kulis swing pass to Parsons, takes his time, puts up a three-pointer, spots it, and nails it.
And the bench goes crazy.
And the bench is loving it. The few fans that are here are loving to see that bench score, 73-34. We have Burns putting up a shot, and he gets fouled from behind, it looks like. We'll see who they give the foul to. Our statistician, Velthorst, is animated with his hand signals to me, trying to communicate that it was not a foul. Burns shooting 2. The foul is on, well, according to this schedule, Nathaniel Cooper, who was a student of ours at Christian High 2 years ago. Looks like we need to update the... Do you see
the
that?
roster?
Nathaniel Cooper actually graduated last year. He's back in Ghana, but yet he's still on the roster here at Christian High. He must be a fifth-year senior. Back to action. We have Matt Sider with a little easy turnaround shot, and the student body goes crazy because the subs are putting some points in. And we have a wild Michael Jordan type shot fade away from Mr. Wolfel, but the guy can draw a foul, so he's going to go to the line. 75-35, the biggest lead of the evening for the Eagles, 40 points with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. Quite a second half. Short. Wolfel, first shot goes up, short. You can see the disgust on his face. He's going to put another one up there. I think Wolfel still leads the scoring for Stockbridge, but once we get the update, I think that Casey Cliff has sure put in a lot of three-pointers in the second half. Wolfel just begs that second one to go in, and he gets it. 75-36, 56 seconds to go. Austin Black at the top. The big guy looks right, goes right to Koulis. Koulis sets up the play, gets a screen left from Black. Koulis dribble behind his back to Parsons at top. Meinert at top, looking, tries to sneak it into Sider. Back pops it out to Austin Black, who's just going to walk right in and score. Austin Black for two. Nice shot. 31 seconds to go. Christian High with a commanding lead. Wolfel for three. No good. He's not even going to follow his rebounds anymore. It looks like we have a real frustrated Stockbridge team at this point. Wolfel gets the ball back up. He looks in and tries to get it into Jeffers. Forces the issue turnover. Here comes Thad Koulis. Thad Koulis passes it over to Austin Black at the point. They're going to just slow down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They're going to hold it. Nice end to the game. And at the end of the regulation, the Sheboygan County Christian High School Eagles 77, Stockbridge 36. What a second half. We'll get you some unofficial scoring here in just a minute. Zach Wolfel had 13. And Casey Cliff second in scoring for Stockbridge with 11. We'll get back to you with the Eagles scoring in just a moment. We're back to Christian High here. We're going to send Fernando Herrero down courtside, and we're going to try to grab maybe one of the Eagles players or maybe one of the coaches, and we're going to see if we can just get a quick game wrap-up or analysis, a summary reaction. So while they do that, I'm going to give you the scoring here. Final scoring for the Eagles tonight. Tyler Meinert with 6. Brady Oddie with 4. Dan Parsons with 3. Josh Stecker with 14. James Rasmussen with 5. Thad Koulis with 4. Austin Black with 5. Caleb Kelly led the Eagles tonight with 16 points. Graham Bravelli 4. Joe Wilkie 2. And Eddie Windsor rounds it out with 12. A season high just by a little bit. 77 points for the Eagles to top their opening game of the year against Manitowoc Lutheran when they scored 74. So the Eagles have a season high 77 points. Put a little defensive effort into it to 36 points given up. Only 12 points given up in the second half by the Eagles, mainly due to just their full court pressure and turnovers. We'll see. I got a player here. We're going to go over to Josh Stecker is joining us up here in the booth. Josh, this is the first time we've tried to do this. I think we had a successful evening. For the 4.5 listeners out there in Sheboygan County, thank you for joining us.
4.5.
And Josh, hey, nice second half.
Hey.
What was the difference? You guys were only up by 1 at one point. What made the difference in the game?
Well, I think the whole intensity. We dropped our press off in the second half. We were a little more energized. Just went into our man defense, and we.
In the first half, what was the difference with your shot, especially you in the second half?
Yeah, just like you said, they're not forced, and you got a lot more time to set up for it. Square the hoop and follow through.
Hey, you guys played a lot of man-to-man full court pressure in the first half. Something you guys are experimenting with, or do you think you'll be able to keep that up and going back into the CLC conference? What do you look ahead to do against local opponents?
No, we're going to go back to our trap, I think. We're not going to man it up.
Maybe against a little weaker opponent, you guys did a nice job on the man-to-man. Josh, you had, according to the scoring, you had 14 points tonight. Caleb Kelly had 16, and Eddie Windsor had 12. We want to congratulate the Eagles on a non-conference win. Thanks, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, go get a shower.
I'll see you later. Thanks, guys.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up here tonight.
I think it's the end of the night for us.
Pretty good, pretty good.
So,
Fernando, final comments on the non-conference game against Stockbridge. What did you see? What did you like?
Well, honestly, I cannot make a judgment on how our team played. I think Stockbridge made things easy for us. We have to see tougher opponents and see how we do, how we perform against pressure and about a close game. So it was an easy game for us, and it was great that some of the guys got some minutes to get experience and to get going. We'll see how we do with tougher opponents.
Just for those who are listening out there, again, we're working here. Let me tell you a little bit about our setup here. We've got 2 microphones, a tripod with an iPhone hooked up to an amp, hooked up to a computer. We're just winging it here, folks, and I did get a comment early in the first half that our vocals were pretty clear. Please critique us. If something was not quite right, whether it be the camera angle or a delay of some kind or an echo or voice clarity, let us know. This, again, is a kind of a digital communications experiment. We're trying to get students involved. Nice to have Nick Steenwyk doing stats tonight. Nice to have John Velthorst kind of
excellent
behind the scenes.
I think he's going to be great down the season.
So for Fernando Riero, this is Ron Vanderpaal. Pretty excited to be on Eagle Waves tonight here on Facebook, and we will see you soon. We'll stay tuned for the next televised and Facebook game. Do you know when that will be, perhaps, or we're just going to schedule that?
I think we will announce it on Facebook.
Okay.
And I think it will be at least one more before Christmas. Yep.
Sounds good. Have a great evening, Eagle fans.